Game number 2 is getting underway, and Dog is out to a 1-0 lead.
Interesting what RDU does to change it up here, or if they just run it back. RDU, there we go, going aggressive. And Dog, this is something we've seen a lot from him lately, especially in streaming and Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue is a big talking point for him. A lot of times players think about Dog, they think Druid, but this is another class that he is very, very skilled with. And RDU, though, this is a deck that can very much punish the strategy if it doesn't have some of the strongest starts.
Yeah, he actually does have some of his strongest starts with an SI7 agent, and this coin behind it. He's got an Eviscerate, he's even got a Pilot Shredder and a Deadly Poison. Yeah. These opening hands are great.
This could get really ugly for RDU. I mean, he's looking at this Knife Juggler. I think he understands the situation he can be in, though, if Dog has something like coin SI7 agent.
Can you actually play around that, though?
Yeah, I think with this hand you can. If you just save Knife Juggler for Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah, he's going to do it.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. Look at that. RDU, this kid is so on point at so many levels of the game.
It's just unbelievable play for him, just knowing that if this were to happen, that he's in big trouble.
Yeah, and now even this turn, say he plays Knife Juggler this turn instead, it's a little bit more awkward for Dog to deal with. And look, he's just going to drop Abusive Sergeant. He wants every single point of damage he can get, and he knows squeeze in as much mana as he can.
Yeah, and he knows this Abusive Sergeant's going to get 2 no matter what. Usually, if Dog uses his, I was going to say, he's going to coin out a Pilot Shredder here, and he's going to use his weapon to take care of the Abusive Sergeant. Still gets in the 2 damage for 1 mana.
Yep. And so he's happy with that, but he's got to start putting together some damage pretty quick because he's staring down a Piloted Shredder that he does not have an answer to.
Yeah, you see Dog adding Antique Healbot to his hand there as well.
That's such a good one. And now he's going to have to face off against the Piloted Shredder as well. But it looks like he's going to be content with just using Deadly Poison inefficiently. This is a big talking point for this deck too, is relatively inefficient use because you only have a certain amount of time to get things done.
Yeah, you say that it's relatively inefficient, but the plays after it are so good, the SI7 agent after it are so backbreaking that you're okay with losing a charge, only getting 1 charge from your Deadly Poison, that your play just pushes you so far ahead that you're completely okay with it.
Yeah, and so now he's going to have to fight off against 2 Mad Scientists, but I think this is where Dog is really going to turn a corner and start to put a lot of heat on RDU.
Yeah, he could do something like, let's say he wants to pick these up.
A little bit incorrect. He wants to even potentially deny a second secret from RDU. I have known RDU in the past to play a single secret in some of these Hunter decks before.
It doesn't look like he's going to get a second one.
If Freezing Trap's what it's going to be, too.
That's perfectly okay, too.
He needed this to be Explosive Trap to set up this Knife Juggler and Unleash the Hound's turn. Now he's in a spot where his hand, frankly, looks kind of ugly given the board position.
He's just going to have to start pushing and pushing hard here. You're going to see him move in for a lot of damage here this turn and just hope it's going to be good enough, because if Dog doesn't have a way to heal from here, he's all the way down to 12, and RDU can still race from this point. But
yeah, the Face of Terror is about to come into effect in this game. Not this turn, though. Dog feels comfortable at 12, knows that there's not a ton of ways.
Tinker Sharp Sword Oil.
Wow, what a draw. He's going to set up his weapon next turn. He's got Preparation, Tinker Sharp Sword Oil. If he draws a Blade Flurry, this game is actually just done next turn.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of, he can either draw Blade Flurry to hopefully end the game for him next turn, or he already has Antique Healbot set up with, some other stuff going forward, too. So Dog set up beautifully for next turn here. RDU, how does he win from this point?
I think he's just got to hope to draw the right cards, frankly. If he just goes Knife Juggler, play Leper Gnome, Hero Power this turn, and hope that next turn maybe you draw like a quick shot, and you can get in a good Unleash the Hounds kill command turn. I think that's really his one hope to win. And then also just hope that Dog doesn't have a heal effect.
Yeah, but we see the Dog even Phantom Knives picked up here. Just great draw for Dog. He can Phantom Knives plus Antique Healbot this turn if he wants. He can even sneak in. I was going to say, does he have enough? He doesn't have enough to actually sneak in the Tinker.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got 15 damage. This turn. He's going to leave with Phantom Knives, and so he's just going to be playing Antique Healbot behind this.
Yeah, he's going to go with the defensive play because I feel it's really hard for him to lose.
Wait a minute. I think that's lethal here.
That's
way more than enough damage. He already had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 5 more from the dagger on the Blade Flurry. The spell damage actually mattering here. He's got exactly 20 this turn. What a heater from Dog in the beginning of this game. Backstab on a Leper Gnome. Not the most exciting play in the world, but it was able to follow it up at every single step of the way, keep maximum pressure on RDU. Doesn't even have to use the Antique Healbot this game. He just flat out raced him.
Yeah, just flat out erased him, and he's now up 2-0 on RDU. Are we going to see our second straight sweep here tonight?
I mean, it's a possibility. It seems to be every single day has some sort of theme involved with it.
The players all have something to do. They have somewhere to be, somewhere
to go. It's like they're all conspiring together, like, hey, guys, let's figure out a weird theme today so that way we can really give everyone a great show. Man, what a great show it's been, too, so far.